Hey y'all, it's still Friday. It's 4:49. I have my chicken broth here. What I have in here is where I cook the chicken breast. I'm gonna add what's left of this, and it's almost full. And you know, if you'll pour it opposite, it won't splatter up like it does if you do it the other way. But I'm going to put this rest of this box, which is almost full, in here and let it come up to a little boil. Now, y'all, this is not one of my specialties. I don't know that I have a specialty. I'm not good at doing chicken and dumplings. And really and truly, I don't have much chicken. I have just a tiny bit of chicken, and that's the way I like it. I don't even know why I put it in there, but I just do. But I'm going to add a stick of butter in here and let it melt. Now, it has some butter in there already, a little bit, okay? But I'm get that to melt. I need to turn it up to get it going, and then I'll turn it back down. So, how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's had a good day. It's been okay. It seems like I've just been kind of busy, you know. But I got the kids, and oh, it was so funny. Mike was sitting in the recliner with Presley Ann playing Barbie dolls with her. It was so precious, y'all. I mean, here's about to be a 63-year-old man playing Barbie dolls with his 2-year-old granddaughter. It's so special. But daycare is closed Monday, and school is out, so we will have both of them Monday. I might should have cut that butter up. This is lots of butter, y'all. Lots of butter. And I'm using a can of the Pillsbury Grand's Flaky Layers, the butter tasting. Okay, let me pop these open. I hate doing this. Y'all heard the story, and I don't know whether it was true or not, but this lady was driving home one day, and she heard this pop, and she drove, I think, to the police station because she thought someone had shot at her. Well, what it was she had a can of these, or a can of biscuits or something, that popped open, and she thought it was someone shot at her. Yeah, can you imagine? It would have scared me too. Alright, y'all, here we go. Ooh, that hurt my finger. That hurt my finger. Look. Never had that. I'm also going to do another stick, half a stick. Like I said, lots of butter. Lots of butter. Y'all, that really did pop my finger. Ooh. But this is, and y'all, I don't know if I'm saying her name right, Cherie Hicks Leone. her recipe that she did a video. And of course, I won't do as well as she did, but I'm just trying. Oh, okay, that's boiling too much now. Now cool it down. That butter hasn't melted yet. I'm going to slide it off for just a second. Two little pieces of butter still in there. Now, as hot as that is, y'all, and that butter hasn't melted yet, but then, of course, I took it right out of the refrigerator. I could have used what was in my butter thing, but I didn't. Okay, I want it to not boil so much, and I want this butter melted. Because, you know, I don't really know whether it would matter if it was boiling too much, too hard, you know what I'm saying? That's where I always wonder, well, do I have it boiling enough, or is it too much? But I've got it turned down, and I don't want it, when I start adding the biscuits, I don't want it to, I want to make sure that it's, I can't get my words out, y'all. I want to make sure it's not boiling too hard, but it's boiling enough. But anyway, yeah, you take the biscuits and you just pull them apart. I don't think it matters. And just tear them. And I like juice in my dumplings, so I don't know, like, if I need to use the whole can. Okay, let's see, it's not, I don't know, y'all. I just never get it right. But look, I'm not going to stay on here the whole time I do this, because I don't want to. It's gone down. It's not really boiling now. I mean, it's boiling. You see it bubbling, but she said normally she uses like 1 box of the broth or the stock to 1 can of the biscuits. And I meant to taste this broth before I started this, and I forgot. Because I don't know if, I salted it, but I don't know if it's going to be salty enough. And see, some of these dumplings I'm doing bigger than the others, and it'll come out good enough for me to eat some, so it'll be okay. I'm kind of push those. And Mike has gone up to his mother and daddy's, y'all, because this is the craziest thing, okay? Fresh Value, our grocery store, a while back was selling like some mattresses, you know? Well, now, I haven't been there. I didn't see them. But Mama was telling me one day that they had some recliners, okay? And she said that she wanted one. They have like some smaller ones and then some bigger ones. And the bigger one is like $356 or something like that. It's an Ashley recliner. And she sat in it and everything. It's a rocking recliner, and she loved it, and she wanted it, but she said right now they couldn't afford it. And so Mike went this morning and bought her one of those recliners. And he's going up to her house, to their house, and taking it right now. And so, yeah. She said, I don't want him spending that money on me. But she got my new recliner. She needs it. And Amy got a new one, is getting a new one. Hers was ordered because she's going to need it after her surgery. So, I can't get it to move, y'all. I got Amy's chicken casseroles done. So I got those packed up, and I had cooked 2 cups of rice. Some of these are really big, y'all. There's a piece of chicken skin. I don't want that. But y'all, I'm gonna try to pause this for right now until I get these finished, and then I'll come back to show y'all the last step. Okay? So hang on for me a second. Okay, y'all, I'm doing the last biscuit right here. I've got Mike's chicken casserole in the oven. Okay. Y'all, that's a pile of dumplings. I know you're not supposed to stir it, but I'm trying to make a spot for them to go in. And then I'm just going to put the top on for 5 minutes or so and just kind of let the dumplings get cooked. Alright, that's all the biscuits. Okay. So, I'm just going to put the top on right here for a second. Okay. And I'll be right back, y'all. Okay. I'm going to add in just this little bit of chicken here, y'all. That's what I really, y'all, that seems kind of crazy to just add just that little bit of chicken, but that's perfectly fine with me. Because like I said, I just soon just have dumplings. And I sure enough got some. Y'all think? Okay, so I'm going to let that go here for just a few more minutes. And I'll be back. Now, the last thing is a can of Carnation evaporated milk. I didn't have a can of Carnation. I had this generic brand, grocery store brand. And she poured half the can because, you know, you can get them in the small cans, but she said she couldn't find any. And this is what I had in the cabinet. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm just going to pour half of it in here. Do y'all see? Can y'all see these dumplings? I can't remember what happened when I cooked them the last time. I can't remember what happened, how they were or anything. I went back and rewatched her video, but I didn't go back and rewatch mine. Okay. And she says, for those of you that don't follow her, she says you can use just regular milk, but just something about the evaporated milk just makes them so much better. So that kind of cooled it down. And I have half a can left. I don't know what to do with it, with that half can evaporated milk. Do y'all have any suggestions of what to do with it? It's still bubbling, so y'all, they look like dumplings. And look how they cook down. There's plenty of juice here. They're plenty juicy, that's for sure. I probably could have used another can. But look, these are perfectly fine with me. They're not thick. But can y'all see them? The dumplings? Do they look right to y'all? I'm just going to let them sit here and simmer a little bit. Not much, though. I'm going to turn that down some. So, I haven't really been on Facebook to check comments or anything. But I'll try to get around to it in just a little bit. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I just feel like I've been talking to the pot and not y'all. I'm so sorry. But I'm turning these down like real low. Real low. I don't want them to stick. But what do y'all think? Y'all think those are going to be okay? Fogged up my glasses. Smells really good, y'all. Anyway. Okay. Alright, y'all. I will come back in just a little bit and do a good night video, okay? It is supposed to rain tonight, Mike said. Because he had his mother's recliner on the back of the truck. And he said, I got to get up there and unload Mama's chair because it's supposed to rain tonight. So it was tonight it's supposed to rain, not last night. So anyway, okay, y'all. I will go. When I got to daycare, Presley was just sitting over at the table by herself eating her snack. The other little kids were over playing in a little play area. But she was just sitting at the table eating some chips and salsa. Yeah. And when I open the door and she sees me, she jumps up, Mimi. I love it. I love it. She's always done it ever since she could walk and talk, I think I have a video way back one day when I went to pick her up and her running to me. I mean, she used to come charging at me and just about knock me down, want me to get her. But now she just comes running and she'll stop and hold those arms up. So, little stinker. My KJ's just jabber. He talks about everything. I mean everything. There's a cemetery up the road here, and we come by it. It's a big cemetery. I've showed y'all before where my mother and my aunt and my uncle are buried when I went to put flowers on. And that reminds me, I need to go get more flowers to replace the Christmas ones now. I need to make myself a note to go do that. But we come by there, and the other day he said, Mimi, look at all those people out there that's buried. Look at all those people out there that have died. And he said, Mimi, I am so glad that you're not out there. I said, I am too, KJ. It just, I told him, I said, I hope that Mimi can live many, many, many years to watch you and sister and your brothers all grow up and start y'all's life and everything. Oh, me. But anyway, he draws me pictures. Just about every day. But he'll come out and he'll hand it to me and it'll say, like, I love you. And then, you know, a picture. This one is, he said it's all of us, all the family. And he started putting numbers on there. I don't know if y'all can see that, but like, that's a backwards 33. That's an 8, a 14, a 15, a 16, a 2, which would be Presley Ann, and she is age 2, and 5, which would be him. And then these 3. But I don't know if, he said, Mimi, how old are you? And I said, well, baby, I just turned 63. And he said, well, I got your number right, but he didn't. But it's just a cute picture with the dirt, you know, the ground, and then some clouds. And then this one, I don't know what this one is. Looks like some snowmen, and that's a little man. But there's some that he does that's so good. But just about all the time, he writes, I love you on them. And of course, I keep all those things. I need to buy one of those, what is it? One of those boxes or something, treasure boxes. I think there's something you can get, like to keep your kids' artwork and stuff. I have a lot of Amy's, but it's just stacked together. Yeah, so I need to get his organized and then get ready to do Presley Ann's also when she starts. But, okay, y'all, well, I'm going to go now. This video's gotten long, so I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'll see you back in just a little bit, okay? Love y'all. Bye.